In the marketplace, brands are not alone. They compete with other brands, and they compete for the same customers with the same finite budget. The big question is which brand gets to be chosen? Which brand wins? Well, brands win versus competition if they are better or if they are the best solution at that moment to the customer's problems, if these brands have a competitive advantage that it can profitably sustain over a period of time. Welcome to this short learning session on sustainable competitive advantage through winning unique selling propositions. This is Professor Bong de Ungria of the Ateneo Graduate School of Business. And in this presentation, we will link profitable and sustainable competitive advantage to the three strategic C's of marketing. We will also use a simple firewood analogy to explain the concept. We will also link it to another model called the marketing stethoscope 48 P's and how we can be better than competition through our unique selling proposition. Finally, to further elaborate on the concept, we will apply this to Jollibee Chicken Joy. Okay, so we move to the first part of this presentation, which is linking this concept to the three strategic C's of marketing: customer, company, and competition. The ILM marketing model is easily remembered because at the center is the heart. And we said there are three strategic C's. The first C is the customer, the second C is the company, and the company creates, communicates, and delivers value. And the third C is competition. So there are always three sides to every consideration represented by the three C's. For the customers, we meet needs, wants, and demands. The way we know we're satisfying the customer is if we get repeat sales. That's the only true test of customer satisfaction. For the company, the KRA is profits, and it should be consistent profits. There should be a system to deliver those profits over time, all the time, or most of the time. And the third C, which is competition, you know if you're doing well if you have market share. So this is the three C's and the three KRAs, and this also illustrates our operational definition of marketing. What's marketing? It's a system of profitably creating, communicating, and delivering value to satisfy customers' needs, wants, and demands better than competition. Now, when is there a market opportunity? There is a market opportunity if there's something that the customer needs, wants, and demands, the company can offer better than competition. Okay, so again, those three elements should be present, and if they're present, what should you do? You should size the market, determine if it's big enough to matter and small enough to handle. You should divide the market into segments, each segment consisting of a group of people with similar needs, wants, and demands. Choose among these segments which will be your primary target market. You support your aim by using your 4Ps to hit your target, and this is product, promo, place, and price. To hit the bullseye, you should communicate using benefits. And in communication, there are 8 modes: no? Mass and personal. Mass meaning advertising, sales promotions, PR, events and experiences. And for personal communication, it's direct marketing, interactive selling, personal selling, and word of mouth. So for the simple firewood analogy, we start with the customer. In this example, the customer has a problem. His fire went out and he feels cold. He has money to pay for it, but he doesn't have the ability to solve his own problem. So there's a pain. He is cold, there's no fire, and he wants a solution. Enter the company with resources and the ability to solve the problem and the pain. Now the company can has the resources like an axe and the access to trees as possible source for the firewood. But the firewood itself is not the solution. The solution to the customer pain is the benefit, which is the warmth when the company is able to start a fire. So the benefit to the customer is the warmth, not the wood. And we must keep on reminding brands that it is the benefit that is the most important to the customer. What's in it for the customer? Because of this solution to the pain, the company can charge a price for the product. That is called the value capture. And as long as the value capture price is higher than the cost for the company to procure it or to deliver it, then there is profit. However, in our simple example, competitors can also offer a solution and it can be cheaper. So the customer now has choices. He can choose the cheaper solution or maintain loyalty to the brand that first solved the problem. In this situation, pricing is the worst type of competition because the customer is only deciding on one very tangible thing, and that is price. For situations like this, where the only difference is pricing, then the product becomes a commodity, and it is not very profitable for many brands to compete in a commodity market. Strategic marketing requires finding unique customers where your company's unique selling proposition works better than your competitors. So, in this simple firewood analogy, the task of the company is to look for customers who are on top of a hill or a mountain that the competitors cannot easily attract with their cheaper alternatives. That's one. So, and the other thing is the company has a ladder to be able to service these unique customers. So that's the second one. And third, which was common before in the previous scenario, was the customer still needs to be warm and he's willing to pay a price for that problem. So strategic positioning requires finding the gaps and solving the gaps better than competition. So in our example, for the I Love Marketing model, there is an opportunity if the customer's needs, wants, and demands can be solved better by the company, better than competition. Now let us link this to the marketing stethoscope 48 Ps and the value of the unique selling proposition. In the 48 Ps model, we recall that the positioning is what is mentioned to both the primary target market, those who are actually targeted, and to the penetrated market, the people who actually buy. They both are able to hear the positioning. So in strategic marketing, the first one of the crucial parts of the decision is to find the primary target market. In this case, in our firewood analogy, these are the people with a unique problem. No, they are not the general market. The general market may not be on top of a hill or a mountain, but in this analogy, they are unique because they are faced with a problem that cannot be easily addressed by many competitors. So the positioning for this case is you have a problem, you're on top of a mountain, I have a ladder. The ladder is what we call the unique selling proposition of the company for this particular target market. Now, it's best to remember that the ladder is not one thing. It is actually the sum of the four P's of the brand, where we say that when we say product, it's not just the product itself, but it's the combination of a lot of things from variety to sizes and packaging. And price is list price, discounts, allowances, credit terms. And promotion is actually eight modes of communication, and place includes location, inventory, and transport. Finally, to just emphasize this point, we apply it to Jollibee Chicken Joy, a local case. So, these are the current prices of Chicken Joy, one piece with rice, with spaghetti, and a bucket of six. These are the prices. The question is Chicken Joy the best? The best in what? Is it the best tasting chicken? The best priced chicken? The fastest in the fast food industry? Is it the safest? Well, for these four items, clearly it's not the best tasting, it's not the lowest price, it's not served fast as say a turo turo, and it probably is not as safe as other fast food or even restaurant food. But why is Jollibee Chicken Joy a winning brand? Because it is the sum of the four P's that includes the taste, the price, the speed, and the safety of this brand as compared to its competitors. We eat Jollibee Chicken Joy if we need the combination of these four P's, and the combination is best served by Jollibee. And what makes Jollibee win, it's able to sustain this profitably over a long period of time, and that is what makes Jollibee Chicken Joy a winner. In summary, we have to zoom to win. Zoom are winning unique selling propositions as a way to answer competition, and what we need to do is to be profitable and make this sustainable. In this presentation, we related that USPs are a combination of the gaps with customers, company, and competition. We related it to a simple firewood analogy where we tried to solve the pain better than competition. We emphasize that it's the unique primary target market and the unique selling proposition that has to come together, and the brand has to be better than competition in filling the gaps. Finally, we apply this to a local example, Jollibee Chicken Joy, where it's not just the price, but it's the product, it's the taste, it's the speed, and all other things that it can profitably sustain that gives it a competitive advantage. One more thing, although this has been mentioned before, we should remember that winning brands cannot be one trick ponies. They cannot live and die just on one thing over one day. Rome wasn't built in a day, and so are winning brands. To emphasize this, watch this Zoom video and find out why Zoom won in the video conferencing wars. This has been an educational video on sustainable competitive advantage through winning unique selling propositions, or Zoom to win. And one more thing, if you found value in this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, connect through my blog or through LinkedIn, so together we can serve.